that direction is pretty good.
Correct.
Yeah, I wish my cousin Bryce was comping, but he might get it. Shout out to Bryce. Speak court now.
What's up, Bryce? We just talk and then we get right into the shabuzi.
Well, we should have like the Super Friends. You should have an intro like Wizard, Craig,
Wise, what?
We are Shing.
Culture Keeper.
That would be dope. From the ocean of the notion.
Right.
Nah, but
from the inside of your mind.
This is another rendition. We will have an official. This is just season 1. You know what I'm saying? Season 2, we will definitely bring forth an official intro. But for now, y'all know what time it is.
Yeah, you know.
Know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Another rendition is none other than the Livest Brother. You on the classic stage. You know, we talking about some classic information with 2 classic brothers.
Real talk.
So how you been, brother? What's been new?
What's going on, man? Everything's been pretty smooth, man. As far as new things, we did a little move out to South by Southwest. That was pretty smooth, man. Shout out to the OYL. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the artists that got on the stage down in downtown Austin.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the folks that I did that interview with. I don't remember their names, but you know, it's all love. You know what I'm saying? I still need to figure out where that stuff at. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling y'all out. You know what I'm saying? All good love too. But you know, went out there, did the thing, came on back, had another event, you know what I'm saying, Show Me ATL, you know what I'm saying, we had some St. Louis artists come down from St. Louis, of course, to perform in an event where they went up against Atlanta poets. So it was a night of, you know, rhythm and poetry and rhymes.
It was poet versus poet?
Yeah, it was fire. It was dope.
That is, okay, that's changing the game. Yeah. It was like a poet battle?
Yeah, poet battle. So,
that's
you know,
tight.
yeah, it was dope. It was pretty smooth, you know what I'm saying? I was in there playing the cuts, you know what I'm saying? Some Atlanta music, then playing like some St. Louis music, you know what I'm saying? They had a couple of requests that were dope.
But a poet rap battle though would be like, it'd be like the most elegant thing ever though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they were snapping.
Literally. That's what they would do. They would snap. Like
snapping.
Motherfuckers would snap. You see that?
That's funny.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But imagine that. Imagine like rap battling and it'd be poetry. But that's dope. That's a dope. That sounds like a dope event.
Yeah, so it was dope. Like it kind of like behooved in those battles. It kind of behooved you to go second, low key, because like when you went second, you can kind of like match the energy or like low key flip the energy, because that's what was dope. Like each poet had their own style, and it was able to be represented through words and just delivery, and you know what I'm saying, like the true power in like the tongue, you know what I'm saying, like using it in the art form. I felt like that was fire to see. Like I like to see when people get in their bag, because you could really feel it. Even though I may not be a poet, I could still feel the energy of someone who does it well. You know, it just comes off like, well, like you can just like point it out and see it and feel it. You know what I mean? So shout out to all y'all.
That's a good point. You know, these different forms of art. Atlanta's a stage where you're gonna see so many major forms of classic art and just, you know, fine art, you know, be performed in its most elementary form. Like you know, before you see the person in the stage or before you see the person, Atlanta's that place where that person is going to come through, you know. So yeah, so poetry definitely is one of those forms which, you know, is you know, kind of, I'm not gonna say slept on, but it's not like in the forefront as it used to be. Yeah, I don't know how it used to be. I know for us it was there, but it wasn't like, you know, pushed to the front like it probably, like I assume it was more like and I don't know why when I think of Common,
yeah, that's funny.
I just think poetry. Like I think,
yeah,
it's like I smell coffee and think poetry, and I see like the brown, for some reason, brown sweaters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and all those black
And
sitcoms.
it don't matter what season it is. The niggas got sweaters on.
Speaking of season, bro, all the black sitcoms all had an episode centered around poetry.
Yeah.
All of them did.
It's
they had a spoken word episode.
Part of it, black expression. Because it's different than rapping, right? It is different than rapping because it's like with rapping, you're specifically trying to rhyme and like with poetry, it's really like you're just
expressing.
I'm trying to say something cleverly. And it's like, it don't necessarily gotta rhyme, but you see the cleverness in what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the impactfulness in what I'm saying. It's like, you know, yeah. And I think when you listen to a freestyle, you can kind of hear the beat when people rap. Like, you don't necessarily gotta hear it. It can still be acapella, but you can kind of hear the beat. With poetry, it's like no beat at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like they're not rapping to a beat. It's like, you know how they say first it was the word, it was God. Like, it really was. Like, that's how most poets I know explain it to me.
Interesting.
Like, you know, the word was the thing that, you know, so with music, it's music. You know, with lyrics, you usually have music tied to it. With poetry, it's usually no music. Usually the music is silence. It's usually the backdrop. You know? And that makes sense because a lot of times when they do put music to poetry, it's usually like no structure to it.
Yeah.
Like wild drums and all type of stuff.
Like the last poets, I feel like they when they do their poetry, like they just be talking. Like there be beats playing, but it just be like talking, you know. But it feels like it feels like this is what we're supposed to listen to. I know, like, some people will listen to me like, bro, what is going on? They're not on beat. But then there's some people who listen to me like, I'm like kind of zooming in on what they actually saying, because what they're saying actually complements the sounds in the back. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's actually giving it some like soundtrack for real.
Yeah. So today we talking about that just is a perfect way to kind of introduce what we were talking about off camera. Just, you know, talking about these classic albums and just think what makes a classic a classic. What makes a classic artist a classic artist. What makes a classic movie a classic movie. Classic TV show, classic music video, so on and so forth. What makes it a classic? What are some classics? And you had a particular question that you had said.
Well, it wasn't even a question. It was more of just putting it out there first.
Yeah.
Like, classic to me, as we learned it in English class in the 9th grade.
Right.
A classic.
Let's bring up this goddamn definition.
A classic is something that is a body of something, right? Piece of work in the context of like English class. A classic is a piece of work, piece of art, in which, of course, it excels well and is good, but every time you watch it, you gain something new from it, or it brings back that feeling that you had that made you connect to it.
Nice.
So I would say that's a classic.
Right.
What's the definition say?
Okay, so on as an adjective, serving as a standard, coming from Merriam-Webster.com, serving as a standard of excellence of recognized value. So you did say that. That's something you know what I'm saying, like an authority. That's what they were saying, like an authority on the thing. Here's not something else you said. Enduring, like something that endures. Traditional enduring, characterized by simple tailored lines and fashion year after year. Something that's like you're gonna see it. It's consistent.
It maintains.
It
maintains. It stays throughout the years. Like it stands the test of time. Yeah. That's what I would say a classic is also. Right.
It's interesting because it says here of or relating to ancient Greeks, Romans of their culture, classical. Should we get over you, motherfucker? That's interesting. We're gonna put a pin in that one.
What makes it a classic for you? Like what is a classic?
So like, I think in the context of what we're talking about here, to me the biggest word is like impact, right? How it cuts through.
Mm-hmm.
But you brought something to my mind too, is like a instant classic. You know,
instant classics.
Certain things could just be an instant classic, and given that definition, you know, I do think that I've heard things that are instant classics. So to me, a classic is the impact it has.
Mm-hmm.
If this collaboration, if this song, you know, it represents for this particular time and this group and this moment, and it's just like that impactful.
Yeah,
you know, I feel like it's something that we can regard as a classic.
I agree.
Or if that artist, or if that movie, or you know, something like that. So that's just what I think is a classic, and it's you know, it's like a classic artist is somebody who just has that impact. You know what I'm saying? That people, even if you don't listen to their music, even if you're not a necessarily fan, you're not the person who wakes up every day watching their you know, their social media or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're not that type of person, you still regard this person in high regard. They still made an impact. I feel like that gives you rightfulness to say, you know, they're in the range for a classic artist, you know, or a classic album.
I can dig that. I think I feel like sometimes the lines can get blurred now in this day and age, where like nostalgia is like the buzzword and is really the trendy thing. So like people just throw the word classics out there, and sometimes they're right, but sometimes it's like, I mean, nah, it's just old. You know what I'm saying? They might have just had that one hit, or they might have just had that one moment. Like, in that moment was classic. Yeah. But as far as just like all of the other discography, filmography, all the other work, it's like, okay, where's the consistency at to be the put classic artists? Because with the word classic, right, like we've in different sentences already so far, different ideas have used it in different ways, and it's always been paired up with another word.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Classic artist, cult classic. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all ways of describing it.
Right.
So it's kind of like, okay, we got to really
cult classic was a good one.
We got to put them all into perspective. Because with cult classic, the idea of a cult classic, like, I feel like cult classic can kind of like go hand in hand with instant classic, because like you might have a cult of people who be like, yo, this is fire, like instant classic, right? Mm-hmm. But to people who might not be into it and involved, they looking at it like, y'all's a cult over there. That's y'all's cult classic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Star Wars. Shout out to Star Wars, man. Star Wars was fire.
But then it gets into the idea of undeniability. You know what I'm saying? Because like there are certain things you just can't deny, even if you're not involved, or even if you're not interested. It's like you still can't deny the impact that it either has or has the potential to have.
Lion King 1.
Okay, elaborate.
Bruh, classic. That's like the the number one generational classic right there. Like, we had that, because listen, man, shout out to Mitchell.
That was a good one. That's a good take.
Shout out to Mitchell. Mitchell is gonna be, I forget if he's going to middle school or not. I'm not sure. I forget. But anyway, he's one of my profile's sons.
Well, you know,
we used to babysit him, and we used to put. She said, "Look, all y'all need to do is put Lion King on, put on Lion King, and when Lion King is done, put on number 2, and it'll be fine. Y'all ain't gotta do nothing
Simba's
else."
Pride.
And bruh, and literally, that's all we did.
Nigga was out by Simba's Pride, wasn't he?
He wasn't even out. He was standing up, watching it quiet, not crying, nothing. Standing up in the crib, watching the Lion King and Lion King 2, not moving, not crying. All good. Feeding them all the other vibing out.
Lion King
classic. 2. That's classic.
But
But here's the
thing too. What if is the conversation? This is a question, because is it safe to say that everything in some way, shape, or form has the potential to become a classic, depending on, I know art, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You know, art is art to the artist, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But because it's like even Simba's Pride,
classic.
It's a classic. But now I'm thinking about it, it's a classic to me
Instant.
on a whole other level.
Yeah.
Because it's one of the first movies that low key introduced a fiction of like a fictive kinship. And that nobody, like some taboo kinship shit that nobody talked about. Cause how the fuck, who was Kovu's parents, dog?
Oh yeah.
Like, how did he look just like Scar? How did he just look just like Scar? And he got with his cousin. That ain't his cousin, but it is his cousin. Like, and we just ain't gonna talk about this shit. That's like, if that ain't no nigga shit, I don't know.
That's correct. That's some real.
That's a classic.
Yeah, that's funny. Yo, deception and outrage.
What? Is that the song? Not y'all theater kids.
Come on, man. Come on. That's what makes the stuff classic too. Is the music. The soundtracks is what helps these things become classics. Also.
Yeah, but when you get to a certain age, though. Them fucking random bust out in songs get on your fucking nerves, bless you.
Only if you get them. If you understand, if you understand them, then you on. But if you don't get them, then you gonna be mad as hell. I can see that.
Nah.
Bless you.
No, we bless you. We health first here. Culture keep your health. Culture keep yourself. But yes, it is. Fuck that. No, thank you.
The Pollen album.
Thank you, bees. Thank you. For pollinating. Thank you for your annoying. We appreciate it. The regular schedule program.
That's funny. Classics, man.
I can't believe they did that to our face, bro. Like,
what?
They just didn't talk about that relationship.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, I mean,
bro, it's so crazy.
I mean, I believe that they gave it the idea that Kovu was.
When's the last time you watched the movie?
The last time I watched the movie, like
put it on for that little nigga?
Like 2 years ago. Nah, when we showed it for Mitchell, that was like 10 years ago. For real.
Hey yo,
that was like a long time ago on the low. So that's what I'm saying. He's a little older now, but like back then it was like, yeah. I went to go watch the live action in the movie theater, and I was in there. I fell asleep.
Really?
Yeah.
The live action Lion King?
Yeah.
That's Mufasa's story.
Nah, that's the part 2 of the live action.
Oh yeah, you're right.
The part 1 was Lion King #1. They they digitized it. Black is King is the music video version of the album, but there was another soundtrack that had the other Beyonce songs on it, like the songs that were in the movie. So those songs, and then the other songs that like Seth Rogen and all the other characters and Childish Gambino and all them sung in the movie. They were all on that soundtrack.
That nigga Seth Rogen sung a song in the movie?
Yeah, he's Pumbaa.
Damn. He sure did. He had to sing that goddamn song.
Hakuna Matata.
That's crazy.
What a wonderful phrase. Shout out to Jason Weaver, bro. They when he goes on interviews, he be talking about all of that, bro. He really had a legendary story. Jay Weave. Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying.
Classic.
I feel like,
classic.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just like you wouldn't, just like, okay, you know, if and for 1 second, we gonna bring context to Lion King before we move on from it. The Lion King story is an old story based off of ancient Egyptian mythology. So that story has been around for a while. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So that's a classic story, you know what I'm saying, of the son avenging his father because of his uncle. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And you see stories that get taken like that. So, you know, gender is in everything. You know, this is the male part of this. Yeah, you see what I'm saying. But you wouldn't call a nigga that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know. So you would call them when a person is a classic person, we don't call them a classic person. We call them legends. And this is where when people say legends get that word legend gets thrown around because people don't understand what makes a I think that comes to a conversation too. Because what we're talking about here is what we basically laid on the table so far is just because you did some shit in the past, and just because a few people liked it, it could have impacted a few people. Does that just make it? Does that make it a classic? Does that make you a classic person? Just because a few people can say, "I remember this happened."
It depends on the impact of the moment. It depends on the impact of the moment,
and if that moment is still impacting.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
That's how. Because look at what's his name that played McLovin, right? He was in hella other movies. He was in Kick-Ass. Kick-Ass was one of my favorite movies. You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't Kick-Ass. I remember that nigga.
But niggas, when they see him, they gonna say McLovin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Carlton. Like when they see Carlton did other stuff. Alfonso Ribeiro, he did other stuff. But every time you see him, they gonna call him Carlton. Even in other shows, they call him Carlton.
But that's different though. That's being typecasted.
I mean,
he still was a part of some things that are considered classics, like that show that he was with L. Cool J. Some people consider that show a classic. What was it called? I don't remember either. Uptown Saturday Night. What the fuck?
I think I know.
In the business. No, we gotta be correct.
I wouldn't say it's a classic.
In the Cut. It was like In the Cut or some shit like that. Rolling doobies up.
Well, the girl on TV was in the show. She was a character. Her
in the house, wasn't it? In the house.
Her right there.
Oh, Maya Campbell.
Yeah.
We talking about Tyrese. Is this how you gonna act like that?
Nah, that's sweet. This is Sweet Lady.
Sweet Lady. Yeah.
Sweet Lady.
I know she was on drugs for a minute. I know she was on drugs for a minute.
That's what they're saying.
She said it.
Yeah. She don't look like it though. Well, even when she looked like she was on drugs, I thought it was all fake. Remember her coming out saying like,
don't look like. Do you?
I gotta watch it. She was on Art of Dialogue. I gotta watch it in.
Like there was a comedian. I think his name is Chris Brown. He said, "Can you imagine if you look like what you've been through, nigga?" Like, shout out to that nigga Chris Brown. I will steal jokes around here.
Nah, that nigga dope. But nah,
hold on, I'm about to find In the House. It's called In the House. It was on for 5 seasons.
But I guess I feel like
5 seasons. Do you consider that a classic? 5 seasons?
Well, honestly,
5 years. Nigga was like, tell me more.
Well, it depends on if people like bring it up, right? Like if they bring it up as much as they do the other shows, and they really don't. Not like that, you know what I'm saying? Don't. They only bring up
That's a fucking fact.
They don't bring it. Yeah, we only know about it now because social media be having them little blogs where they be like,
we care about that type of shit.
Yeah, they be going in and pulling them up. You know what I'm saying? Tubi be showing them. I do remember it coming on TV. I do remember LL Cool J being on TV. I remember all them shows coming on.
But just because somebody don't bring you up, does that not make you a classic? Because you know most people aren't bringing up Jason Weaver. I mean, now because he's on The Chi. But
he would have been considered a classic anyway, even if he wasn't on The Chi. Exactly. Because of his moments. Because of the moments, that moments are still with us. Smart Guy was with us.
Smart Guy is with us.
You know what I'm saying? The Lion King is with us. The Jacksons are with us.
It's definitely because the new Jackson biopic it brings into question or brings into focus, I would say, the old Jacksons. So that's his work from back then too.
Yep.
So that's crazy.
And then, God, you ain't gonna wrong with me.
Me back.
Nah, that was Tyrese and I guess it was that was Tyrese and Chingy. I'm talking about Jay Weave and Chingy.
That was
One Call Away.
Yeah, only one call away.
Classic record.
Oh my goodness.
That's a classic record, bro.
Records up. Yeah.
Classic. You know what I'm saying? Jason Weaver. That's classic. That was the moment, bro.
Right, I'm looking at Tyrese and I'm fucking thinking about that other song.
That's funny.
It was never me. Nah, One Call Away was definitely that joint. Cause that was so random, bro.
Yeah.
It was so random to see Jason Weaver on a song with fucking Chingy.
Correct.
Like right now. I remember that. Wait, hold on. What's the comparison to that happening right now? Who's a Chingy comparison? Like Big S the Plug having fucking I ain't gonna say Billy Porter.
Billy Porter, that's crazy. Nah, Like, say if like Big X the Plug had
Dylan and Cole Sprouse on his fucking record singing like.
Nah, that's low key a roast. I would say it is a roast.
That nigga, what if you did a Sinners
Sweet
record?
Life on Deck.
Yeah.
Nah, I would say somebody like what's his name? The dude from the dude from Atlanta that was in Him with the the Jordan Peele joint.
Tariq Withers, I think.
Yeah, that nigga.
Yeah.
If he would start singing and he got on the song with Big X the Plug, it'd be like that.
Yeah. Nah, you're right. Yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah. No, good point though, because I mean, like before that.
We didn't know that nigga sang. Well, I mean, we knew that nigga.
Sung,
we know he sang, but it was like it was on TV. Yeah,
musical effort.
Because all them niggas in the all them niggas in the 90s used to take they took a swung at music.
Like that needs to happen again.
All them niggas took a swung at music, like Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe, Jason Kidd, Kel Mitchell.
Kobe,
random ass niggas was just rapping and singing, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was crazy. I think Shaq though probably was the only person. I wasn't alive for that, but I did get the kind of the aftermath. Shout out to all my older cousins.
Yeah, I got the Shaq Fu album, the CD. I have it. That was a good one.
He had bars.
Yeah,
bro. Shaq was really like
he was on a few Snickers, bro. Can we rock? What's up, dog?
He had a song with Biggie.
That nigga Shaq came on the beat like,
right.
He was fucking shacking that shit, bro. That shit was tight.
Yeah.
He was on the Lil Corey's album too. Bro, Lil Corey's album has some crazy features, bro.
For some reason, you always, I don't know how you
had the CDs,
you might be
bro.
the only nigga with that CD.
Bro, maybe, bro. That was the jam.
Might be the only nigga remembering Lil Corey.
That album, no skips.
Classic.
Just Corey. I'm just Corey. That's classic album.
Cause little
ladies on there.
Cause here's the catch-22. Mm-hmm. It's not just about impact. Now that I'm learning through this conversation, it's also about the craft in the way it was crafted. Some things are crafted as a classic and might not have the impact it's supposed to have, but it still will have that impact because it carries that level, like it said in the definition. Yeah, the level of quality. You see what I'm saying?
I give you an example. So, like you just said, like Death at a Funeral. Death at a Funeral to me,
the movie.
Yeah, the remake, because it's a remake. The version with Chris Rock and Martin Lawrence and the ensemble cast.
It is a remake.
That's a remake.
Was that shit from the 70s or something?
The
90s?
The early 2000s, because the midget played himself. He reprised his role. Not the midget. I didn't mean to say it like that. Peter Dinklage, the shorter guy. No shade. You know what I'm saying? He reprised his role in the movie.
Yeah, we appreciate all communities right here.
Yeah, he that movie to me is like the same had the same star power as Soul Plane, right? Soul Plane is a classic, but to me, Death at a Funeral could have been a classic if more people was just like, oh shit. But when it came out, I don't feel like enough people kind of like gave it that, like, you know, that moment, because the people are the people who give it the moment. The people have to speak.
So you think, hold on, that's okay. So you think that if it was a batch of movies to fall from the sky somewhere, you don't think Death at a Funeral would be any, and it was a batch of black movies that just ended up on a streaming platform or whatever, you don't think Death at a Funeral would be one of those movies?
Definitely would be. It'd be on Tubi for sure.
Yeah,
it would definitely be on Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
you know,
because I would think that they would only be trying to curate.
In this day and age, it would be. I feel like in this day and age, that movie would be like one of the ones that niggas see.
But I'm saying if the movies that was being released were considered classic, they would say we're only releasing classics. Do you think Death at a Funeral would be on there as far as a black movie classic? That's what I'm saying. Like, do you think it's regarded because you don't think it is?
I personally do not think it is a classic, but I don't want to cook it up too hard because it is one of like my I know I use the term favorite loosely, but I do like consider it a good movie, and I guess I have a attachment to the cast. So that's why I don't want to flame it up, because I'm like, this shit actually, like, it's a decent movie. It's decent. But, you know, I can see why, like, it's not like a classic, or it's not.
It's time defining.
Where people, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because it really had a lot of, like, real niggas in it. Like.
But it's time defining, too. And I think from that one particular actor, Columbus Short.
Yep.
Like, it's really time defining in such a time when he came through. And, like, you know what I'm saying? And some things can be time defining. That just doesn't mean that they're a classic. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's time defining, it defines a moment. It helps create the fabric of that time, the foundation of that time, doesn't mean it's a classic. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like with Columbus Short, though, the reason why he can actually be in that classic convo because of Stomp the Yard.
Yeah, no, that's a classic.
And for real, if you was a type of nigga who really, like, you know, not even that you quote unquote did the research, he put it in his book.
I'm glad you brought that movie up,
bro. If you got served, he was on the opposite. He was on Raz B's team in the beginning scene. He's the nigga when this nigga Omarion did the backflip. He did the backflip off of Columbus Short.
You bullshitting?
No,
damn,
that was him.
Wow, Culture Keep It For Real. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I never knew that. That's
Columbus Short. That's classic. Like he solidified himself in that as a classic.
And I'm gonna tell y'all why Stomp the Yard is a classic. Cause they got our parents money like a motherfucker. Nigga, we all went that weekend, that whatever day it came out, Stomp the Yard, day of the week, we all went that time period to see Chris Brown in crump dance mode. We had just watched Rise. We knew what crump dancing was. Yeah, we was ready to see Chris Brown take the stage just for this nigga to die. We didn't have like the social media that we have today, so there wasn't no fucking statuses to tell everybody Chris Brown died. Don't see it.
I mean, I feel like if
niggas was still gonna go see it.
If you watch the trailer, like the official trailer, right?
We came for Chris Brown.
The official trailer kind of gave
for college.
The official trailer gave it the vibe.
We stayed for an education because we was like, you know what? Maybe there is something in this shit. If you could get like all of this shit, if you could get to do this and all of that, you get to fucking practice in the empty pool. You know what I'm saying?
That was a classic movie.
He took the pretty girl from the dude.
Yeah,
that was and the most classic movies. That's the thing.
They shot it at Clark, man. They shot it on campus. The legend. That makes it legend. That makes it production. Actually,
in the craft,
legendary.
But the reason why the classic conversation when it comes to movies is so important is because classic black movies are far and few now. Like, we don't have classic black movies to choose from. We don't have like a plethora of black movies being made and you're like, that's a classic. We're able to rank them. Mm-hmm. Stomp the Yard wasn't just a classic because it had Chris Brown, because it was about the stomping, the fraternities. And, yeah, right.
Funny as hell. Stomping. Really stomping the yard. But it was really stepping on the pavement.
It was a classic because it showed young people in the communities, in the ghettos, that yes, okay, this nigga was a dancer. Most niggas might not dance, but he didn't see himself in the college realm.
Yeah,
he couldn't see himself being educated. You see what I'm saying? His brother done died. Yeah. He had nothing else to live for. All he wanted to do was just go, be around his folks. And when he went to college, that nigga found a reason to live. And he basically was like, I'm going to take this dancing that I ain't going to do no more because they killed my brother who was supposed to, everybody came to see, but they going to stay to see me. And that shit was crazy, man. It was class. They had real crump dance people from the Rise movie in Stomp the Yard. Mm-hmm. They had Tight Eyes, you know what I'm saying? Miss Prissy, you know what I'm saying? Lil C, who all of them are choreographers in the game. You know what I'm saying now?
That nigga Jack Thriller was in the first scene too. He was in the crowd.
Of what?
Of Stomp the Yard.
Why would the fuck was Jack Thriller? And you know what? That was Jack Thriller, that nigga with the big ass head.
They showed his face, yeah. They showed his when they were paying the
camera. Yeah. That was fucking Jack Thriller. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Jack Thriller.
Shout out to Jack, man. He was there.
He was there, bro. Blueface was there, so was Jack Thriller. But yeah, man, it's the classic movies. I think that Death at a Funeral is a classic because of the writing, the actual film, but the black version didn't become a black movie classic, like, you know, and I think it's because of what you were saying. We just didn't give it enough. I think what you were saying was right. It didn't get enough time. It didn't get enough at that time. But because of Columbus Short, if you was around at that time, nigga, you was watching Death at a Funeral, nigga. Martin, Chris, Tracy
Morgan, Columbus Short,
and then Columbus Short just added it.
Danny Glover, Zoe Saldana. Shame on you, lady.
I think I'm too young. I think I'm too young to ever have watched any movie because Danny Glover was in it.
Nah, bro, you don't remember Angels in the Outfield? He was low key kind of pushing old nigga in that movie too, but he wasn't all the way old nigga for sure.
I haven't watched Angels in the Outfield.
Man, that is a classic.
Field of Dreams. I watched Field of Dreams.
Angels in the Outfield is a classic. That's a classic for sure. Classic Disney movie. We gotta talk about Disney. Yeah, gotta talk about Disney.
We can talk about Disney classic movies all day.
They always was pushing a team, a hockey team or a baseball team, putting them in the movies and really like making them a part of their franchise. And really, honestly, I'm not gonna cap, bro. Damn near good marketing. All them Angels hats with the wing on the side. I got like 5 of them I got like 5 variations of that hat. You just
broke down Disney movie scripts format.
That hat that's on the wall, that Angels hat. I got like 5 different variations of that hat.
Yo.
It's the truth. Angels in the Outfield, bro. That was a classic movie, bro, about Roger, and he was an orphan. Not an orphan. He was a foster child. Him and his friend JP. They was foster kids. And they were...
Was it Negro League?
Nah, it was the actual base, the MLB. They lived down the street.
Old niggas.
This
like
was
dead niggas. They were the Angels, just like Field of Dreams.
Yeah, well, okay, yeah, baby, for sure. When did Field of Dreams come out? I've never watched Field of Dreams.
Like 92.
I never watched.
I think it came out in 92 or 1990.
This shit, I think Angels in the Outfield came out in 96.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, around that time. I'm not sure, but yeah, they was on the team. Roger started seeing angels because his dad. He wanted his dad to adopt him back, and he was like, "When we gonna be a family?" His dad was like, "Bro, when the angels."
Was a black kid? Huh? It's a black kid.
Nah, JP was the black kid. The friend. But Roger, it was Joseph Gordon-Levitt, nigga from Inception.
I know who that is.
He was a kid. He was a little nigga, so he was like, "Dad, we're gonna be a family." And that nigga's dad was like, when the Angels win the fucking pennant, and the Angels was their last place, they're the worst team.
The Angels are the team.
Yeah, the actual Angel baseball team, but there's actual angels in the sky that come down and help them win the games. Cause he prayed for him. He was like, "Yo, I need your help." And then the Angels came and started winning. And they started winning, and his dad spun him, bro. He saw his dad and was like, "Yo, they finna win. We finna be a family. What up?"
That sounds like. And that's another thing Hollywood would do.
His dad was like, his dad just walked past him and didn't say nothing. The nigga started crying, bro. That was sad.
You know.
Yeah, and they started. He
be a family if they were.
He started winning.
The trauma is classic, bro. That's how you know it's a classic, nigga. You get traumatized by watching that shit. Bruh. That's classic, nigga.
Classic Disney.
Remember Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off?
Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off. That's a classic too.
That's
no cap.
A classic.
That's a classic.
Because the whole time
all he wanted to do was bake, and they was cooking him for bacon, bro. Only Orlando Brown was like, "Hey, y'all niggas tripping."
Real Eddie.
Real Eddie. Yeah, you're right. Real Eddie. He was in the movie.
I'm trying to tell you.
Funny as hell.
That's the only reason why niggas watch it. Listen, niggas are very simple. The rest of you motherfuckers is complicated. We see a nigga that look like us. It's our favorite sheep.
We gonna watch it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. We always gonna know about the black friend because we gonna watch it because there's a black nigga in there.
That nigga in there cooking because you just said all he wanted to do was cook. I don't remember none of that shit.
Bruh, his friend.
All I remember is that nigga Eddie. Oh man, but I do remember it was $1 million cook-off.
He was nice at baseball, and they had
they
had to take a class.
Yeah,
and he was nice in the class, and his teacher was like, "Hey, yo, you should
the funniest
you
one.
should fuck with it." And he was like, and everybody, all his friends was like, "Nah, but only Orlando Brown." He was the only one like, "Hey, bro, that shit cool." Everybody was hating. His parents, you know what I'm saying? The other white friend. The girl that was in the class, she was hating too. Everybody's hating.
That's crazy. Yeah, I remember.
Classic.
Remember the jump off?
The jump off.
The Corbin Blue one?
You talking about jump in.
Jump in.
The jump off is crazy. What in the jump in, set it off, combo, mashup.
Hey!
Be sure that till we didn't
The jump off, a Corbin Blue. That's it funny. Hey, Keke Palmer was in that movie too.
Oh yeah. What's she?
And that movie's honestly classic. Cause I think what's her name was in it too.
Risha, I know.
Remember the friend, the friend. It was two. She had two friends, and the shorter friend. She was in another movie too, or I think she was in another show that was on another time. I don't know. I need to get a napkin though. No.
Yeah, grab me one. Nah, jump in. You talking about? I don't know who the fuck you talking about. 'Cause none of these people look familiar. That's the crazy thing is with memory. You gotta write this shit down. You really gotta write this shit down, bro. Cause I don't remember none of these people. But them Disney movies used to pop though. That's what I'm saying. Like somebody needs to go back and gather all the television movies from all the years. You know what I'm saying?
It's all streaming.
Nah, I'm saying television movies.
Oh, streaming? I'm just kidding.
From even the ones before we was born.
Oh,
there's been niggas like, did y'all, when Martin Luther King birthday passed, did y'all see them? They put together a list of niggas who all play Martin Luther King. I'm like, when the fuck did these people play Martin Luther King?
Bro, it was hell of them. I remember I did watch. I said the same thing. I was like, bro, when did all these niggas play Martin Luther King?
Anthony Mackie played Martin Luther King. Like,
Mackie
nigga, when the fuck was you gonna tell us?
Bro, yeah.
Like that's what we talking about. No, it was. We gotta think. We don't be thinking about white folks. I don't know why y'all get this episode, but we don't be thinking about them. They be thinking about us. So we be having shows. We don't be having a nigga playing Kid Rock in our shows and shit. They be having a nigga playing Martin Luther King in their shows. It be a show white as fucking the bottom of an Air Force One, and then featuring Anthony Mackie. And he playing fucking Tupac, or he playing Big Daddy Kane, or fucking Timberland next. Who the fuck knows?
That's crazy.
White people capable of anything. Crazy ass motherfucker.
Yep. Okay, I remember now.
Niggas crazy too.
How many? I can't really tell on here how many minutes we're at.
You're at 43 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, we should get ready to
Going on a bathroom break.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, we gonna wrap it up. Oh nah, keep it okay. Oh yeah, okay, you just Damn, it's hot. Interesting.
This one records for 30 minutes at a time.
That's cool.
Or so it said.
What about that one? That's what stayed on? Nice. I don't know what it was the other day then. I don't know why it was just cutting off. Maybe we weren't doing enough moving around, maybe.
That's what I was saying. Most of the stuff.
Let me do some sit-ups. My stomach feels just cut all this out and post. I love that song. The one that's on TV. You don't wanna know me, I'm a damn and I'll call you back. See what you gon' tell me. You don't wanna blame it,
That's why I asked. I was like, that's crazy. I wonder where you got that from. Nice. Gems. And that's what we trying to do, man. We trying to pass down gems. Generational gems, bro. Gems. We trying to pass down these gems to y'all. And it's just about remembering, getting the facts right. Us talking about having a conversation, because we found this information and this data right and correctly. We can have a real, as correct as possible. We can have a as correct as possible assessment. We can unblur some of these lines. So now we don't bring random people from the past and say, "Hey, here's a legend," and be like, "That nigga ain't no motherfucking legend. That is not that ain't no legendary group." And then there's people who really are legends who can get their true deserved flowers. Like 10 years from now, I don't want to hear kids talking about hey, Blueface was a legend. He was all over the internet. Like, shout out to Blueface. Ain't no diss to him, I think. I'm just saying, though. Like, he's a legend for what he did. You know what I'm saying? But don't try to come around here and talk about Blueface was a legend in hip-hop. Nigga, no. That's just not how it works. If you talk about social media, you talk about images, you talk about music, like... Now, he did some great music, but there's a lot of niggas that just ain't... And he might become a legend. He just ain't there yet. Yeah. His time ain't there yet. And he hasn't had an album that hasn't had an instant classic. And I think it's like there's a lot of artists, real quick, there's a lot of artists that just hasn't had instant classics or classic albums. You know what I'm saying? But there's still enough time. Nas is one of those artists who proves that there's still enough time, bro.
Yeah, man. I hate to cut it off right here. Let's definitely get into it, man. But you
gotta come back next time.
Yeah, we're gonna cut it off, man. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely a nice ride. You know what I'm saying? The culture keeping with Wizard and Wise, live from Wizardland. You know what I'm saying? It's going down in a special way.
What episode number is this?
It's whatever number you want it to be, my brother.
Yeah, episode infinite.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think it is definitely like 8.
Yeah, something like that. 8, 7, 6, you know what I'm saying? 5, 4, 3, you know what I'm saying? 20. You know what I'm saying? 100. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all liking, comment, subscribe it, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all tapping in with us on social media, you know what I'm saying? Gonna be doing a lot more posting on there, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Follow us on social media at Culture Keepers, you know what I'm saying? Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Share the stuff.
Share the post.
Reposted it, you know what I'm saying? Do all that good stuff.
Yes, and comment, man. Tell us what you want to hear about us Culture Keeping. This is an interactive thing, so anything you wanted more explanation on, or you want to hear somebody talk about, you know what I'm saying? This is all about us. This is a pot, a time capsule, if you will, of us putting in the right information and taking out the wrong information, you know what I'm saying? And doing it with style, doing it with grace, you know what I'm saying? Keeping flavor, kicking flavor, you know what I'm saying? And culture keeping like we supposed to be doing, like our mamas taught us. So, yeah, keep it locked.
Peace.
Keep in tune.
Word is bar.
I'm glad we didn't talk about Lotto.